I'm going to try this for my art class, Baha'i Arts. In the last classroom session we shared some of our artwork, and this is one of the pieces that I shared. I've always been fascinated with spiral structures and how they relate to progressive revelation and the covenant. And so this is one of my paintings that came as a result of that. It's nothing really exciting, and it doesn't really show up well in the film. But here's the principle. Okay, so in my class, in my children's class, I was always fascinated by the story or the words of Baha'u'llah, that the book of God has always been written in nature for the discerning eye to see. However, I think because God loves us, He sent us manifestations, because not everybody takes the time to look at nature. Anyways, I used to explain the covenant to my children in the children's class using a shell, and talking about how at the very beginning, if you look at the very beginning of the shell, there's a point of creation where it comes from the manifest into the unmanifest. And then you get these cycles, and these cycles are like eons, and this would be reflective of time. And as the world progresses and unfolds, you get each one of these lines, and these I've characterized as the rules, the laws, the spiritual teachings that hold our home together. Now, as you notice, this shell is kind of rough on the outside. It can be, any shell can be used, and if you look at it carefully, it's quite strong. This is the home for the creature. The creature lives inside. And part of the covenant is that we keep our inside clean and smooth and take care of it. So this is our home. This is the covenant. The creature lives inside. If you don't respect other religions, let's say this religion back here would be Zoroastrianism, and you don't respect that religion and you punch a hole into it and you abuse it, well, consequently you're actually punching a hole in your own home, because all these religions are part of one unfolding cycle. Anyways, the creature does not live back here. This is important to the home. This is important to the overall livelihood and safety and well-being of the creature that lives inside this shell of loving kindness. The creature lives here, at this point, where the light comes in. And the light for this age is the Baha'i faith. So, it's very simple, and I think children understand that, and sometimes adults understand that. My whole objective with this painting was to show that this cycle, this progressive revelation, is in the smallest creature, the snail shell. Even in DNA, there's a spiral in DNA, and it extends right out to the universe. Also, and you can't really see it in this painting very well because this is a very small camera, I embedded the pictures, the names of the manifestations that I knew about. Adam, Jacob, I think Zoroaster, Abraham, Krishna, Moses, Dignawida, Quetzalcoatl, Buddha, Nanabojo, Jesus, Muhammad, the Bab, Baha'u'llah. And Baha'u'llah is right at the opening of the shell. I included the manifestations of North America that we know about, and those being Dignawida, Quetzalcoatl, and the Nanabojo, because I wanted to be respectful to the people of this part of the world, because the other teaching that I really particularly glommed onto at a very early stage in my Baha'i career was that God has never abandoned anybody, and there have been teachers throughout time, and some of their names have been lost, but some of their names still live in memory. So that is a piece of work that is really, I think, Baha'i-oriented, and helped me to kind of firm up my ideas about the covenant and progressive revelation and what it means from a small scale to a grand scale. So I'm just sharing that with you, and I will upload that to YouTube and put it onto the Baha'i Art site. Thank you. And by the way, I really enjoy this class. It's kind of shaking a lot of things up for me.